Hello, my fellow football fanatics, and a special shout out to the Red Devils out there. I'm Axat, and I have been a Red Devil since 1997, and it has just been a great ride, at least for the first decade or 1.5 decades. But since then, this past decade, or rather dozen years after Sir Alex Ferguson retired, has been, well, to say the least, very, very disappointing. Nevertheless, we only hope for the best because the past is history and the future is a mystery. In any case, the match against FC Twente tonight is going to be the first in this Europa League campaign, and they are a very small team. But then again, in football, there are no certain winners, unless, of course, you're talking about Manchester City. And of course, they have won the PL title 4 years in a row last season, and that has, well, gone past us in terms of glory days in the Premier League at least. And they did the treble and everything, but thankfully we managed to beat them in the FA Cup final last season, which is how we find ourselves in the Europa League, which is not where we want to be. We want to be in the Champions League, don't we? Also, at that, I want to give a shout out to Hitman N and Jacob Rodriguez, who watches my live streams sometimes from Dallas, Texas, all the way on the other side of the world, because I'm in India. And as I said, I'm Axat. So if you haven't checked out my other Manchester United videos yet, make sure you check them out and have some awesome acts fun while doing it, while watching. Okay, let's see. FC Twente have never faced off against Manchester United before, so that is something that is going to be a part of history, whether we win or lose. Like I said in my teaser short that I just recorded 2 minutes ago, because this video is just hitting the 2-minute mark, and the weather is pleasant. It's thankfully windy in hot and humid Noida, which is part of the national capital region of India where I reside. And it's fine. The winter months are coming on slowly but steadily, and I'm sure I will get better chances to play some football in these grounds all the way behind me, way in the background there. So Manchester United, and I must, although it's dark, you won't be able to see it, but between those two lights right there, let me see if I can focus. There's our Indian tricolor flying there. Anyway, so what I was going to say is, since when have you been a Manchester United fan, a Red Devil? Because I have been one since 1997, when I was a little student in class 7, during the sesquicentennial year of the Lawrence School Sanar, which is where we used to read about Manchester United's exploits in the newspaper the day after the games, in a little section of football, because Indian football had not, in fact, Indian football barely existed. I just saw a movie called Maidan a few weeks or maybe a month or two ago, which had Ajay Devgan in the role of a coach who led India to, I think, a bronze medal in the Australian Olympics, or maybe to the semi-final, not exactly a medal. In any case, it was probably India's best performance at the Olympics in football. And speaking of the Olympics, of course, we've done good jobs in the normal as well as the para version. However, it remains to be seen how much fruits our efforts bear in the coming Olympics. Lots of good stuff going on at the grassroots level, promoting all sorts of sports and team games and stuff that doesn't require much infrastructure is the one that is going to be most pivotal to India's Olympic medal chances. But from where to where, I tend to digress a lot, and that's what I have written my book, A Life Afloat, about. My other book, An Android Awoke, is about an android that gains sentience on the moon So if you are a reader, check out my travel and philosophy book, A Life Afloat, and my science fiction, An Android Awoke. At that point, when I was writing the books, actually, A Life Afloat is more like a compendium of my travels, interspersed with what I learned and what I reflected upon during my travels and after them while writing the book. While An Android Awoke is out and out science fiction, but it is also interspersed, as I said, with philosophy. My personal philosophy, of course, is 6Rsm, which is an existentialist humanist philosophy. And here is a dog kicking up the dirt. There he is, a whitish dog. And here is a brown dog. So all you doggo lovers out there, give these mutts a shout out. Yo, brownie. Okay, so with that said, I just want to wish Manchester United a good game. I'm frankly quite certain that it's going to turn out to be a win, because it seems very unlikely that a team from the lower divisions, not even the lower divisions, I guess not too high up in the Dutch hierarchy of football, is going to upset Manchester United. But like I said in the beginning, there are no small teams and there are no certain winners in football. The unpredictability of sport is what drives us to watch and to support our teams through thick and thin, like I have been doing for like a dozen years, even after, as I said, Sir Alex Ferguson retired and there has been a parade of managers. Jose Mourinho, I think, was the most successful of the lot by far, and let's see if this reign of Erik ten Hag amounts to anything. We've of course just won the FA Cup last year, so that gives him a bit of a staying boost. In the end, titles and trophies are what count, because they are the surefire definition of success for a football manager as well as the club overall. And I think it's been too long since Man U have been resting on their laurels for a long time now. So time to up the game, lads, and try and get back to those Fergie winning days. Of course, the players are all new and the mentality is new, the tactics are new, but that drive for attaining that glory is missing. And I think it stems from a lot of over commercialization, I would say. So I'm not sure what this new ownership, or rather new part ownership by Jim Ratcliffe and his overhaul of the Manchester United structure, the administration, is going to result in. But I'll just, like I said, hope for the best and cross my fingers against the worst, which would be a losing start to our Europa League campaign. Alright then, I'm going to shut down this video right now, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Axat, as I said, and check out my other Manchester United videos, and glory glory Man United.